Hi guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Chancer, the fantasy football show we bring you here each and every week on the Upper Tier podcast on YouTube. Had some technical difficulties there. There might be an old outtake on the Monday mashup this week. I've just sent on to Niall, so keep an eye on the Monday show and of course the Thursday show. And of course when Liverpool are playing, Niall's dropping content on a daily basis in and around the fixtures at the moment. So with that in mind, we are going to have a look at last week's fantasy football for myself. And in fairness, I done well last week. My highest scoring week of the year. 102 points last week, which I'm very, very, very happy with. So we'll see how I done that. In goal, I had Sam Johnston. Unfortunately, didn't keep a clean sheet. He has been keeping clean sheets lately, so 1 point for him. Lewis Dunk and Espitan both with double clean sheets for Brighton. So that was an amazing turnaround and response for that, as did Sven Botman with a clean sheet as well. So last week done very, very well at the back. In the middle of the park, it wasn't so good with Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka both drawing blanks again. Martinelli, of course, didn't start the game. Andreas Pereira seems like his season is over, so that's something I need to address. But Mohamed Salah is still coming into form at the moment as well and scoring some penalties as well for Liverpool because we know he missed a few at the start of the season. Up front then, Harry Kane, of course, scores again. Ivan Toney scores again. And Erling Haaland as a double week was an obvious choice for captain, and it paid dividends with 16 doubled into 32 there. Didn't miss out much on the bench. Ramsey, Moreno, White, all 2 points each, and Navas with 3 points, which was better than Johnston, but it is what it is. So we are going to see how that leaves the league at the moment. Now the league is starting to tighten up. I have made a few jumps in the league. A few weeks ago, I was at 22, and we'll see on mine now in a second where I'm at. But Kirk Loco and Graham Ward have been kind of battling it out up at the top here for quite a while now, and Kirk's gone back on top with a massive 127 points last week. Graham with 100 there. Those guys are within 20 points of each other, so I think it's going to be between two of them to see who lifts the upper tier trophy this year. I think Niall has promised some form of merchandise, if I'm not mistaken, for the winner this year. So Jamie Brown in third, Gareth Murdoch with a huge round, 140 last week. Garrett on tour at the moment with his band Ailstorm. If you get a chance, check them out. They're actually pretty famous band, pirate metal band. So interesting. We are going to have a look at what I'm going for this week now. So what I am going for. So in goals, Keylor Navas I'm going for this week. Southampton at home. You couldn't really pick a better team to play against if you're Nottingham Forest and you're looking for points at the moment. Surely to God they're going to win that game. In defence, I've went with Lewis Dunk and Espitan again. Everton, of course, looked okay against Leicester the other night in the 2-2 draw. So there is goals in Everton. So it depends what way it's going to be seen. And yeah, I'd fancy Brighton though to keep a clean sheet, as well as Alex Moreno. Wolves were absolutely shocking last week in that 6-0 loss. So they're going to be very, very low on confidence. In the middle of the park, Martinelli and Saka need a massive game against Newcastle this week. Mohamed Salah, you would think Brentford at home, that Liverpool, they're kind of on form at the moment. You'd expect them to win that game. And then Jacob Ramsey comes back into the team with Wolves away. Up front then, I've went with Harry Kane. If Tottenham scores, it's normally him. Erling Haaland as the captain, Leeds at home. You cannot not afford to put Erling Haaland as captain, even though I've been saying it for the week. I have a sneaky suspicion that Leeds will be a lot better under Sam Allardyce, and I would not be surprised if they took a point off Man City this week. That's my mad prediction of the week. Ivan Toney, Liverpool away. It's a case that if Brentford score or Brentford get a penalty, Ivan's going to be the man to take it. But I just think Liverpool in this form at the moment might have a bit too much for Brentford, and Brentford really have nothing to play for at the moment. I subbed in Jacob Murphy because he's at a very good price, and I got him instead of Pereira. So Jacob Murphy, actually, if we just check the price of him here, he is coming in at a 4.1 million, which isn't bad for a player that's getting a lot of return lately, and he seems to be one of the first names on Eddie Howe's team sheet at the moment. So that is what I am going for this week, guys. And just remember to subscribe to the channel. I think the guys are up nearly at 700 now, so it's growing and growing. So we need to get to that 1,000, get the boys some money in the bank. No wrestling pun intended. And I will catch you in the next game week round. Thanks, guys.